We are going to smoke our first turkey breast on the Hasty-Bake Roughneck smoker. This is going to be sort of a trial run before we get into our Thanksgiving camping trip that we're going to be taking.
Yes.
So I wanted to do a not a dry brine. I'm sorry. We're going to do a brine. I'm so used to my steaks being a dry brine, but we're going to do a brine, and of course smoke them on the Roughneck. And first time doing the turkey breast again on the Roughneck, and it'll be the first time I'm using the Hasty-Bake Dang Good brine. It'll be the first time using this for a turkey. I've used this for chicken. It is delicious. It's excellent. I've already got some poured out here in a cup. I'm going to estimate that we're going to use 2 cups of the brine here. So this turkey breast is one that we purchased from our local butcher shop. This is one that they actually keep in stock all year round. It's 2 boneless turkey breasts, and they usually weigh somewhere between 10 and 12 pounds. And they're delicious. I've been cooking these the past few years, and the family love them. They're not too bad. They're $4.99 a pound. And like I said, you can go to the butcher shop and get these any day of the week that you want. So we've got it thawed out. We're going to go ahead and get it out of here and get it in a tub, get it brining. And this weekend, we're going to throw it on the Roughneck and do some smoke.
Yay.
Yep. Here's a look at our turkey breast. This one's actually like one whole piece, and the skin was removed. And I actually like hanging the skin and smoking it too. To me, this is, I love the skins. So this is going to get smoked as well. But there's a look at our turkey breast. This is like another section, you know, that was in there, another smaller piece. So basically one big chunk there of the turkey breast with this part that was cut off. So anyway, just wanted to show you what it looks like. We'll go ahead and get this in the brine now. So I went and picked this up today. Tell you what, if you guys have like a local kitchen supply store, you ought to go there and check it out, because they have all the good stuff. It's all commercial grade for kitchens and restaurants. And I wanted a dedicated container that I could brine meat in, and this is what we got. It's a 12 quart, and it does have a lid. I even got this little plastic trivet that can go in there, and this is going to work perfect for brining chickens and turkeys or anything else that we want to. So like I said, if you have, I think ours is Kesco.
Yep.
And it's amazing walking in that place. I mean, they have everything.
Yes.
It's much better than going to your local Walmart shopping there. So
yes.
If you don't have a dedicated little container, maybe consider something like this.
There was a guy that came in and he wanted a giant potato masher, and it was huge what he got.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I saw it. It was
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I asked the guy that was helping us, because they have knives, they have everything. So he asked, "Is there anything you're looking for?" I said, "Do you have a jalapeno core, like a coring tool, like a knife?" And he says, "No, we don't have any of those." You're actually the first person that's requested one of those. And he goes, "I've been thinking about ordering some." He went over to his catalog, he opened it up, and there it was. They have a special tool made for coring out the center of jalapenos. And he says, "I think I'll go ahead and get a few of these ordered, put them on the shelf." I was like, "Let me know, I'll come down here and get one." So he wrote my name and number down. So
yes.
If you have a local kitchen supply store, go check them out, because it's a cool place to go and shop. So anyway, I just wanted to share my new little brining tank that we got right there. All right, clean hands. Went and washed my hands off. Here's our brine.
Smells good. Yep.
And then I've already got some cold water started right here. I'm hoping that it'll hold about 2 gallons, because it's Hasty-Bake. The Dang Good brine recommends 1 cup per gallon of fluid. So I'll go fill this up, and we'll add another pitcher of water. And we're going to go with the ice this time as well. Almost 12 quarts. I'm going to go ahead and top it off there at about the 12 quart line. All right, we got a nice lid that's going to snap on here and hopefully seal it up good. Let's go put it in Coolio.
And who is Coolio, babe?
You're about to find out. let me introduce you to Coolio. That is my new Dometic CFX 330 cooler.
And we named it.
That was given to me as a birthday gift from Abby's family. So
Yes.
that was an awesome gift. We're going to be using this in the Kodiak on all of our future trips. I've had it inside the house here, just testing it, seeing how it's doing. And our new brining vessel will fit in here perfectly. Check this out. Right now it is 32 degrees. It's a little bit warmer right up here. Perfect spot for the beer. And I usually have this down here in the bottom, and it's been reading 30 degrees. So let's go ahead and set this down in here. Yep,
Nice.
just like that. All right. Put that right there. It's got a light, which is awesome because when it's dark in the room, you can see what's in there. You can set this to whatever refrigerant temperature you want, or you can take it well down below freezing as well. So you can use it as a freezer. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of both. Having some bagged device here that's just below freezing, and then be able to put some beers up on that top shelf and keep them at 32, 33 degrees.
We're going to have to give it a test.
Yep. So anyway, we're just going to let this brine for a solid 24 hours. And we're going to get out there bright and early Sunday morning, and we're going to fire up the Roughneck and get it going for some smoke. We're going to throw these turkey breasts on there and give them a try. So like I said, this is just going to be a test run. We're going to try it, but we're planning on doing this again on our Thanksgiving family camping trip too.
Yes.
Our turkey has been brining in the Dometic cooler here for about a day and a half.
Yes.
So we're ready to pull it out, but I was really curious of what kind of temp it would maintain. And it just switched to 37, but it's been about 36 degrees the entire time.
All right, good.
So it's working really well.
And that didn't take up all that space in our fridge, which is super helpful.
Exactly. So there you go. There's a better look at the cooler. There's a basket that goes in there, so I'm going to put it back in there. But this is going to be a great addition to all of our future traveling and camping right there. All right, so here's our turkey breast. It's been brining for the past day and a half.
It seems like that container that you bought
It smells good.
is great. It worked the way that it was supposed to work. So
yeah, it worked really well. Look, it's still got a little bit of ice. There's just a little bit of that ice left over. So the cooler has done good. By the way, I think I'm not going to worry about the skin this time. I was talking before about I wanted to hang it, but we're going to be using the grate. So I may just discard the skin, and we're not going to really fuss with that, okay?
gross.
It's good.
I know.
It's good. Just letting it drain here.
There's a big hunk of meat.
Yeah, boy, that brine smells awesome. There is one more piece in here. This guy right there. A little bit of ice built up on the very bottom of it. That cooler's done a good job.
Yeah. So that's going to work for our camp. That was another thing we were kind of testing.
Yep. All right, let me move that out of the way. We need to pat this dry. And there's a little bit of skin on here. I'd like to trim that before we do our seasoning. I'm just gonna do a little extra trimming here and get rid of some of this extra fat and skin that's on it.
Do you know, I think turkey is my favorite barbecue item.
I know that you really enjoy it. This is one of the things that Abby really loves. And we talk about it all the time, like, oh, we don't have to just cook it during the holidays. And so occasionally we cook it. We just need to start cooking it more.
We do, because I love it.
It's
I don't
a
know
delicious
why people
protein.
only feel like they need to make it then.
No, it's as good as chicken. You know, you can eat it. You can eat it year round. You know.
Well, the other reason too is that a couple of years ago, I think that was our first Thanksgiving that you cooked for me.
Okay.
That turkey that you made was so buttery, and it was just like the most amazing thing I've ever eaten, and so I've been ruined since then.
Yeah, I've tried different styles, you know, and I've definitely landed on just smoked turkey. But I've done some different styles, and one that Abby was talking about is where I injected it with Cajun butter, and I haven't done it in a while, and there's nothing wrong with doing it. I've just been trying different techniques and different rubs, you know.
Well, he's not
So
doing
see
that.
this skin here?
Yeah,
We're
he's
gonna-
not doing the injection this time, but he is going to do a butter technique for me. So thanks, babe.
Yep, no problem. Just getting rid of that skin. These little flat pieces, get rid of that. I think that's really all I'm gonna be concerned about right there.
Seasoning time.
Yep. Okay. So for our seasoning for this turkey breast, I'm gonna go with the Cajun Creole garlic butter. Yep. This is a really good blend right there. We're gonna put it on that, but I want to go with a little extra pepper, so we're gonna put some of this extra 16 mesh black pepper on there as well. It's been brining for a day and a half, so it should have a good salt content and flavor to it already, but we're just gonna put a little bit of this Cajun flair on the outside. Looks pretty good.
Yep.
Go a little bit of extra pepper on here. Give that just a minute to try to adhere.
I love Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody does.
I love the smoked turkey at Thanksgiving.
I like my family. One of our traditions was always noodles, like chicken and noodles, and it's one of my favorite things on the planet.
Going on there with some of the black pepper. I was telling Abby, growing up, we always went to my grandmother's house for all of the major holidays, Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And Grandma always made a baked turkey and a baked ham. It was every family meal, that's what was there. And as a kid growing up, I really didn't care for turkey all that much. Typically, the turkey breast, which everybody went for, was a little bit on the dry side. Really wasn't into it all that much. It wasn't until I became an adult and started learning how to do barbecue and smoking, when I first smoked my own turkey, and even that very first one, it was that was a turning point for me. It was so good, and I couldn't wait for my family to try some of my smoked turkey. And whenever I took it over there, I would just take a little bit of my smoked turkey from that day and I'd take it. They loved it. So I've been hooked ever since. Smoked turkey is the way to go. I think this is ready to go into the Roughneck now. That looks pretty good. This should give us a nice, delicious flavor profile on the outside of the turkey breast. All right, Roughneck has been holding really nice right around the 265-degree mark. So it's doing beautiful. Let's go with it. Oh, I did want to mention, I didn't show the charcoal, but I'm always trying new techniques with the charcoal basket to see what kind of results I'm going to get. This time what I did, I put an entire layer of the char logs in the bottom. I put my smoke wood pieces on top of that, and then I filled it up with a mixture of charcoal briquettes and lump charcoal there as well. All right, so
You've been real happy with your fire today, I know. So.
Yeah, it's been doing good. Once you get it, it's been sitting here running for probably a good hour and a half now, and it's doing excellent. So the Roughneck is really working well. So let's go for it. Also notice, Abby can come in here and see, I'm running the second shelf with 2 pans of water. Couple of reasons. I'm using that as the deflector against the charcoal, and it's also going to help add keep moisture in there as well. I'm just going to tuck this in right in here. We're going to go ahead and put our temperature probe in here.
Let her cook.
Let her cook. Exactly. All right. So let's close her up. And we're going to start our timer and cook us some turkey breast today. It's going to
I'm
be
hungry.
good. I am too. I'm ready for it already.
I am too.
We've been running just over an hour in the Roughneck. It says it's around 98 degrees, so we're going to go ahead and inspect it. I'm going to go ahead and spritz it with a little bit of water, just see how it's going. It's looking good. Boy, it smells incredible.
Yes, it does.
It really does smell good out here with the combination of the pecan smoked wood and these seasonings. It's still real wet, so it really didn't need much, but it is doing good. It is looking good. Let her keep cooking. So what we're going to do is take this up to around 130-ish, maybe 130, 135, and then we're going to set it in some foil with some butter,
Yes.
wrap it up real tight, put it back on there, and let it finish the temperature.
I need lots of butter.
The butter makes it better, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I mean, you just can't have turkey. That's one of the secrets to turkey. Just put a bunch of butter in there.
Yep.
You cannot go wrong.
No.
All right, so our turkey breast has reached 135, so we're gonna go ahead and pull it off. We're gonna put it in some foil with a bunch of butter, wrap it up real tight, put it back on the Roughneck, and let it finish out to about 160, maybe a little over 160 degrees. After that point, that's when we'll pull it off and let it rust. It smells delicious.
Oh man, it does.
I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that. I've already checked it with a thermopin and we are there. Let's see if I can get it with our towels here. Get this guy too. Close this up so it doesn't blaze up on us.
Oh, it smells good.
It smells so good, doesn't it? I'm ready to eat it right now.
Me too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Just gonna put that on there. Let's put
Yes.
some underneath it.
I like your style here. Cannot have enough butter.
All right. Boy, that tasted good. Wrap it up tight.
Like a nice little present.
I can already tell you this is going to be dynamite.
Yes.
Everything is working really well. All right, so let's put it back on the Roughneck. We're going to put our probe back in it as well. Put it right over the water pans. And then this guy. I'll have to reset my temperature range on the thermocue. Let's just stick that in there, and I'm gonna have to monitor that and make sure I'm in that cold spot, because I did temperature check it and it was right around 136. So that's it. We're gonna let it finish. I cannot wait to try that. It's gonna be good.
I'm so excited.
I know it's gonna be really good. Mom and Fernando are coming over here later on to get their half of it, and I'm sure they're gonna love it. I can't wait to do this again at camp. It's gonna be so nice having the Roughneck out there in the forest without all this traffic,
Yes.
taking my time cooking some turkey for Thanksgiving.
And I am going to make a meal tomorrow using the leftover.
Exactly.
Yay.
Turkey makes great leftover meals. We'll bring you guys back when we're ready to pull it off. All right, guys, we have reached 162 degrees internal temperature. I've already checked in a couple places, and that is the coldest spot. So we're gonna go ahead and remove it from the Roughneck and just let it rust.
Smells good.
Oh yeah. All right, there we go. Go ahead and silence this guy. So that's gonna be delicious. We're just gonna let it rest for, I don't know, maybe about an hour or so. And then we'll go ahead and Mom and Fernando are on their way. We're going to cut it in half and give them half of it. But I'm excited about trying that. I know it's going to be delicious. Alrighty, we've been resting for a good solid hour now. We're ready to go ahead and get this guy cut and see how it turned out. Look at all that. It's all that juice and butter. This is why you double and triple foil. Yeah, look at all that juice.
Yes.
It looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it smells great.
It smells delicious. Let me just go ahead and put it in one of these just in case it tries to leak out on us.
Now you don't want to lose any of that juice.
Yeah, we don't want to lose any of that butter. There it is. All right, I'm going to go ahead and separate this because it was in it's like both breasts together. They didn't actually cut it in half. Yeah, it looks
Yum.
delicious.
Yes.
It looks delicious. Yep. And we're going to go ahead and start slicing this up. We got Mom and Fernando here. Everybody's ready to try some. Are you ready to try some?
Of course I am. Yeah.
It looks good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste here. Let you know how it is.
Please tell me it's buttery. Yes.
It's juicy.
Yes.
It's very tender, and it's got a great flavor to it.
Good.
That brine did its job. The smoke did its job. It's got the nice seasoning on the outside layer there. It is delicious. I'm ready for dinner. Let me let Mom and Fernando try a bite and see what they think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's delicious. You're right.
that is so good.
Does it seem nice and tender and
Oh.
juicy to you?
All of the
Yeah.
above.
Full of flavor? Can you taste the smokiness in it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's a prequel to what we're going to do at Thanksgiving right there. We're going to do that again.
That's going to be perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. It is. It really, really is. We're not just saying this, just say it, but I mean, that is super tender and juicy. Man,
And it is
That
very,
is-
it is buttery.
it is.
That's
It is.
perfect word.
There's a lot of
for
butter
it.
in there.
Wow. Yeah.
You cannot go wrong buying these turkey breasts from the butcher shop. They are fantastic. Even guys like Malcolm Reed on How to Barbecue Right, he raves about how good these things are. Same exact brand, same place. We're gonna have some good turkey dinner tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.